Does a day start on dawn or at night? Shalom, everybody. This is David from utom.org, Universal Truth of Mankind. I'm doing this video because many years ago, I've had people come to me and say, how can you celebrate the Sabbath? Now, we're focused on Sabbath, but it's all 7 days that we're really talking about. And they will say, well, didn't the day start on the dawn when the sun was coming up? Why is it sundown that the day starts? And they would use that as a means to disqualify Genesis 1. Well, I'm going to explain why they're wrong. I'm going to support the idea that the day starts in the evening. Okay, firstly, we need to understand something. A day, yom, some will say is 24 hours. A day is 24 hours. Well, what's interesting is it's not till the third day are there any lights in the sky. There's nothing to measure time by. So how can we say it's 24 hours? We can't. So what are we really talking about? I'll explain that in a moment. There's other, scientific information that may be very interesting to you. Did you know that chickens operate on a 26-hour schedule? That's why they don't produce an egg every day. That's why about a third of the time they don't produce eggs. Sometimes you get chickens producing eggs for 2, maybe even 3 days, and then all of a sudden they stop. Why is that? Because their day is 26 hours, not 24. Now I'm going to go a little further and say something very interesting. Humans operate on a 26-hour schedule, not 24. So you see what I'm saying? The concept of 24 hours may be a false talking point here on this subject. Now, which planet in the solar system operates on a 26-hour schedule? It ain't Earth. Mars. I'm not saying we came from Mars. I'm not saying, because that is the rotation of the planet determines how long a day is. How long it takes to go around the sun for one rotation is how we figure out the year. Now, the moon is what's used to determine a month. Mars doesn't, it's got a few moons. So, how do you determine a month? You had to choose one of the moons. But we only have one moon. Thus, we can use that to count the month, to delineate what a month is. So like I said, I'm not saying that we came from Mars. I'm simply trying to show you that this 24-hour notion is not supported. So what is a day? Well, I'm going to explain it this way. If you have not watched it, I did a video called The Bubble of Creation. And it's definitely well going back to watch. So here we go. In the very, very beginning of creation, the Creator created a void within itself. It removed its attributes from it. It emptied a part of itself, which was called creation. And then what did the Creator do? This void there's nothing in it. So he said to himself, I'm going to put 10 attributes of myself into this thing. And then once I got those 10 attributes, then I'm going to focus on 7 of them, which I'm going to call days, which is an image, which I'm going to create an image of it and put it into a human, into mankind. So you have this void in space, we'll say. Is there any light in it? The answer is no, there's no light in it. So how does the Creator put itself into creation. He puts an attribute of himself into creation, and that creates a light. And then there's a darkness. And he puts another attribute, light, and then darkness. Light, and then darkness. Now you may be saying, well, there you go, that's dawn. In the dawn, no. We started with darkness. It's dark, light. Dark, light. You have darkness, and then you have light. You have darkness, and then you have light. So the evening is the start of a day, and that's why we count the evening as the beginning of a day. Now, I'm sure there's a few people who would argue with me on that, but I'm explaining to you where it comes from, and I believe I'm using credible logic here. There's no light. How would you know if there's light if there's already light there? So it's like a spark, like an explosion. Boom, there's light, then darkness. Boom, there's light, then darkness. So we are always starting with darkness. Every day starts with darkness. But it says day and then evening because it's talking about the infusion of an attribute of the Creator. I hope this clears up and explains to people why the dawn Sabbath is a hoax, especially from Hebrew scriptural point of view. Thank you and have a great day. Shalom, shalom.